Hi, it's Joe with Synergy Athletics, and today we're talking about the different types of fitness facilities you might be considering to join and what might be the best fit for you. So when we're thinking about fitness facilities, fortunately, there's a wide variety of options now. Before, if we look at the 90s, it was kind of like your Gold's Gym club style, where it was generally a bunch of guys after work would go and lift. Now, fortunately, the options have expanded and there's a lot of great choices. And depending on where you're at with your fitness and knowledge, it might be any one of these choices. So the first one that does exist is an open gym. So that's where you scan in your key card or you go through the kiosk, you swipe your membership card and you get access to a bunch of gym equipment. The benefit of that is it's usually going to be cheaper because there are no labor hours invested in you being successful from anyone else. If you have a good foundation of exercise and you know your sets, reps, routines, and are great at holding yourself accountable, this is a perfectly fine option. You'll be able to save some money that way. When you go in and look at those facilities, you're going to evaluate it based on the equipment that they have, the hours that are available, and making sure that both of those line up for your schedule. And if they do, and you have a great foundation of exercise, that's a pretty good choice. Now, the second one is what's called large group training. There's a couple different varieties in there. This is like your boot camps or your Zumba or anything like that where you have a group of people that are often doing the same exercise. The benefit of this is it's cheaper than personal training. It's a little more expensive than the open gym, but you get a little bit of a community feel. So if you're lacking accountability, a large group training place might be a decent fit. On the downside, the con of this is everyone in the room is usually doing the same exercise, and if that's not a fit for your fitness level or you have some pre-existing injuries or conditions, you might want to consider something a little bit more personal. The next level up is called small group training. Now it's fairly new, so I want to make sure I dive into this one. It's usually a trainer and 3 to 6 people in the room. Now there's a lot of variety in there because they could be doing the same negative thing I just mentioned with a large group where they're all just doing the same thing. But it is easier to personalize it too in a small group setting. So those 3 to 6 people might be on their own separate workout. Now, if you're doing a large group, small group, or in a second, I'm going to talk about personal training, you're going to evaluate it based on the people that run the facility, the service level, and their knowledge level. And you're not going to care as much about the equipment because it's their knowledge level that you're paying the extra money for to personalize your workout and guide you through the full experience. Now that small group training could be personal, could be a group setting. I personally lean towards evaluating, make sure it's personal for you. Otherwise, it's just large group with less people if they're just all doing the same thing. Make sure it's right for your fitness level. The next one's the one-on-one personal training. That's been around since the commercial gym days too. And there's a huge variety in personal trainers. It could be commercial gym personal training, could be someone with their own independent studio. But what you need to do is evaluate it based on their knowledge, their experience, and look at their clientele and what results have they gotten in the past. And then you can figure out whether that's a good fit for you. The question you can ask yourself is, do people like me in my current situation, have they chosen to go here and have they seen results? So if you can answer yes to that question, it might be a good option to do that, whether it's personal training, small group, or a large group. So there's a large variety these days, and it's really cool to see the fitness industry grow. And depending on what type of person you are, you can find yourself in any of those different levels. There's benefits to each, but there's also a downside to each. So we're talking open gym's the cheapest, but you have to know everything yourself. Large group, small group, and personal training the prices are going to vary, but you're going to get an expert to work with you. So you need to evaluate that based on the results that expert has proved that it can do and the feeling and the community that you get from joining there. Now, if you're interested in trying out our facilities, which is a unique approach, we're like personal training, but in a group setting. So we take that high price option and everyone that comes to Synergy gets their own version of a workout. They get guided on what's best for their fitness level. But each trainer helps out a couple people, so it brings down the cost. If you want to try it out, I'm going to drop a free link for you below in the first comment. Come in, check it out. You can check out any other facilities in the area. Highly recommend, because there is going to be people watching this video that are better for an open gym setting and some that will be better for a setting like ours. I hope to meet you soon at Synergy.
Anytime you're ready.
So why is Synergy a different approach to fitness? I'm going to discuss it in under 3 minutes today. So we like to say Synergy is like personal training in a small group setting. It's a unique model, and that's why we always invite people in these videos to come do a free session, because it's nothing like what we've seen at other gyms and facilities. I was fortunate enough to travel the country and see a lot of different training models, and I took the best pieces of them and then put it in our own structure here, where we guide busy adults through meaningful workouts to renew their energy and feel great. And here's the big difference. You get a highly experienced personal trainer, and they guide you through your own personal workout. They evaluate your fitness level, your goals. They look at where you're at, what you want to accomplish, your schedule, and they create your program. Now they help out a couple people at the same time, because that'll bring the cost down from that one-on-one $75 to $100 that a one-on-one trainer is, to the $10 to $14 it might cost for one of our sessions right now. Now let me start over. It's too long. Hi, it's Joe Hashey from Synergy Athletics, and I wanted to take a minute to explain what makes our program so different. Now, if you've seen the video that I talked about open gym and small group and large group, there's a lot of different variety of training models out there. And I think each one of those models does something that's very good. I was fortunate enough to travel around where I saw so many different gyms and facilities. I took little bits and pieces of each, and I put it together into our own program here in Broome County. We like to say it's like personal training at a group fitness value. And here's what I mean. When you come in, a trainer evaluates you and your fitness level. There is no pre-written workout up on a board that everyone follows. They evaluate you and they guide you through your own personal session. Now each trainer helps out a couple people, so that defers the cost from such a high priced item like $75 to $100 that the average one-on-one training session is, to the $9 to $14 that it would be to work with our trainers on a session by session basis. We also integrate a flexible scheduling model, because we learned that it's not all about the sets and reps and exercises that we love, but it's making that program that works fit into your schedule. So we developed a reservation software. Members can change their session and move it around however they need to get their workouts in, because what's effective also has to be practical. So we launched our Synergy model 12 years ago. We've been able to work with thousands of adults. We just went over 250,000 sessions personalized as a company, and our staff looks forward to meeting and guiding you soon, because it is a different model. I recommend you come in for a free session. We'd like to invite you in. I'll drop a link in the first comment below so you come try it out and see the difference for yourself.